I'm torn about using AI. I've used it, and I still use it somewhat. I do print on demand, and I made quite a few designs using AI. Now, I've tried to go to the opposite side of that, and I tried to make designs not using AI. I have a subscription to Kindle, and I use everything on there except for the AI. I just want to see if people will engage in the comments. And if you want to, go ahead and leave your thoughts. But I don't like what the data centers are doing to people, what they're doing to neighborhoods. Now, one thing that people have brought up is the water usage. Now, I've watched a couple of videos, and it talks about the water usage, but it also points out that agriculture uses way more water. Like, the amount of water that data centers use and are projected to use is a drop in the bucket compared to agriculture. Now, the electricity when it comes to electricity, that's probably a different story. Data centers are using quite a bit of electricity. But my biggest concern, the thing that I don't like, that I've been hearing, is what it's done to their quality of life, their quality of living. People have reported that their once quiet neighborhood has turned into a constant drone. And certain people have said that they can't even sleep in their upstairs bedrooms. Some of them move their families down into the basement because it has actually caused their house to vibrate. Their windows vibrate. And my thing is like, how are you supposed to live comfortably and normally when your environment has just turned into a constant drone and a vibrating house? My opinion, and this is just my opinion, I don't think it will ever happen, because what is allowed legally is still above what people can bear. Because I know one guy he's got a decibel reader, and every day he goes out and I think he said twice a day he collects a reading to see how loud it is. But technically, it's still below legal levels. But as we know in America, what's allowed legally doesn't concern the average citizen. Or in other words, it doesn't take the average citizen into account. It's only what's best for the company. But then it's like, when you do a Google search, it's using AI. When you're using your social media apps, it's using the data centers. Everything is becoming AI. It's either AI or I'm trying to put this a certain way. The social media apps still use the data centers. You got people like Gary Vee, and I like a lot of what Gary Vee says. I still watch his videos. But he's telling people, go all in on AI. Go all in on AI. To what extent? Oh, let me get back to what I was going to say. I didn't say it. What I think should happen is these data centers, these companies that are putting data centers in these areas that are right next to neighborhoods and creating a unlivable environment for people, they should pay for these people to be able to move. the cost for this should not be on the people. It should fall on the responsibility should fall on the data center companies. And some of them are using different names to cover up that it's Google, Amazon, or whatever. Don't tell me that they can't do it, because they can. There's people that have lived in neighborhoods for 30 plus years that now have to move because these data centers have made it unbearable to live. So, if you want to leave your thoughts, go down in the comments. I would like to talk about this, see what people think. So that's my thoughts on this. Like I said, I'm torn about it, because it's like, for me with print on demand, I have designs that I made through AI that are my better sellers, which, look, I'm not making a lot of money. But my best sellers are AI designs. And once I started moving into the designs that I've made that are not using AI, I've only sold one. So my thought is, do I continue down that road of making the type of designs that I'm making for my American Travels store, which the whole Redbubble thing, that's another video. I'm not going to get into that right now. Do I continue going down that road and continuing with that, or do I transition and do my all over print designs? Because I have a lot of ideas for that, and it's easier. People seem to like some of the things that I've made doing all over print designs. Anyway, this whole AI thing it's got me just, I'm torn about it. It's like, use it, don't use it, because it's ruining some people's lives, because it's making their neighborhood unlivable. Anyway, if you want to engage, go down in the comments and leave your thoughts. Have a good one.